Hey, hi friends, welcome back to another Tesla weekly analysis video. And in this weekly analysis, I always cover the charts and the news to summarize the entire week for the Tesla stock. I hope by doing this, it gives you a better insight on the short-term and the long-term movement for the stock. And let's start with the charts. Since the launch of the Tesla CyberTruck, the stock has dropped from about 350 to about 330. And I actually mentioned over two series that the stock support, short-term support, is around 330. So, if you are looking at the green box over here, it's still within the range. But however, since the stock has dropped over here, I'm going to shift the green box around here. So I foresee Tesla stock side trending for a little while because there will be not much news going to come out for now. And the market has generally find that around the 330 range will be the value price of Tesla stock. We just go a little bit insight into how price movement goes. You realize that one of the videos I was drawing a flag here, that was even before the spike upwards, and this is a flag pattern before the spike up, and you realize how did I know that the stock will land up around the 330 range? Because you see, when good news came up, the stock spiked up to about 330 and it has to rest around this range before moving its next leg upwards. So when it's moving to its next leg up, there must be a place where the stock will eventually fall and rest again. You see there's a lot of up-down movement throughout any stock counters out there. So you realize over here, this short term, I'm just going to draw a small little line here. I'll change the color to maybe yellow. Yeah, so it's not so obvious. So you realize the stock flew up here, it hit this ceiling here around 330 before it had to make another break. So once this line here is broken, 330 is the short-term support. So that is how I actually determine 330 is the short-term support in my last two videos, and you understand how I came out with this number. Seeing the price movement is very important to actually kind of like feel how the market thinks about Tesla stock. So this is just the short-term movement, and I foresee Tesla just ranging here. I draw the green box a little bit higher because I don't see a bearish sentiment towards Tesla. And again, as I said, this green line here, if Tesla stock drops below 300, it's an immediate entry for me. But however, now at 330, I think it's good for those that have not invested in Tesla for a good initial entry. Okay, this is just my suggestion. You cannot put all the money in now. A good initial entry because the stock may actually drop, and the thing is okay lah. I mean, if you go in at 330 and the stock drops, let's say to maybe below 300, is it normal? It is very normal. But however, you must understand the long-term investment thesis for Tesla. So what does it matter to you if 10 years from now, you know Tesla stock going to be a few $1,000s? So what if it drops $10, $20 in the short term? It's nothing. It's just like when you buy your house and probably 1 month later, economic crisis comes and your house is worth half its value. You don't sell away your house. You don't sell away your house. So it's the same thing for the stock market here. So to optimize your entry a little bit, or those that don't really feel very safe, I think 330 is a good first initial entry. And anything below 300, I'm going to go in. I'm just going to find more money to go in again. I have quite a lot of stocks loaded on Tesla. As you noticed from my previous video, you know how many stocks I own. Let's have a broader view on Tesla stock, and I'm going to go super long term. So now we are seeing the daily candles, meaning to say every one candle here is 1 day. I'm going to move towards the weekly candle over here. So this is probably a 5-year chart to a 6-year chart. I'm just going to draw the super long term for Tesla and roughly what I see Tesla stock movement will be like. I'm going to change this color to, let me try purple. I like purple. So I'm just going to draw a few lines here. You take a look. I'll explain how I draw the lines. Okay, why did I draw this first purple line over here? Maybe I'll make this line a little bit thinner, so it doesn't interfere with my older lines that are drawn. So why did I draw this purple line over here? It's because you realize there is a lot of points that it touched. So this is a resistance, it came down, resistance, it came down, resistance, it came down. Finally broke resistance, it went up, and it kept bouncing around the this purple line over here. So this is the first line I draw. The second line I'm going to draw is going to be this, somewhere like that. So why did I draw this line? You realize that there's a lot of support and resistance points along this line, and I'm just going to draw the very last line over here. If you notice something over here, it looks very vaguely familiar. Okay, what happens previously, it was bouncing along this line, and eventually once it broke like doubled. The stock price just doubled. And what you're seeing over here is you may get that. So as long as this line is broken, Tesla stock is going to surge, like double its value, and the probability of Tesla surging double its value soon is pretty high. I don't know the exact timing when, but if it breaks this line, there's a high chance that Tesla will double upwards movement. You look at here, it looks vaguely similar as this point here, where there was a very strong push upwards here, and you see a very strong push outwards here. So yeah, that's my super long-term guess. It's still a 50-50, but it's to me it's quite a educated guess that it will just spike and go up for its next leg upwards. You will see a lot of familiar patterns like that. So maybe I just want to just look at Starbucks to let you all kind of like understand this whole thing over here. If you look at Starbucks, if you draw a long-term line, see, Starbucks was ranging for about a good 4-5 years. I was actually looking at this stock for a very long time, and finally the stock, once it broke it, it just surged all the way up. So this is the stock needs to break this resistance line to do a surge. So you go like many familiar stocks, like Disney had a good run up also. What Disney? I drew this before. You look at this. This is it had to break this line first before it just goes all the way up. So it looks very familiar with what Tesla has a setup for, and yeah, my guess it may be coming soon, but I'm not too sure when is it. We are done with the charts now. I hope by doing this it gives you a clearer insight on what you want to do. And you have like any questions, you can actually post in the comment below. I will just give you my opinion about it. As usual, I'll reply to almost every comment that is posted onto the channel. I hope you appreciate that a lot. By the way guys, can you just help me smash the like button, because it actually helps a lot in the YouTube algorithm to actually spread to more people if more people like the video. So I'll highly appreciate that. This week on the news, Elon Musk tweeted that they have 250,000 orders for the CyberTruck, and this is like within a week on Tesla launching the CyberTruck product. And 250,000 orders is equivalent to roughly about 1.2 to 1.5 billion worth of revenue, and that is probably an average selling price of about 50,000 per car. If you want to know more about the numbers, there's this very good YouTube video done by Hyperchange. I'll actually link it in the description below for you to go and watch it. Actually, it will give you a lot more better insight on what he thinks about the CyberTruck orders, and he does a chart out on how much future revenue it will bring and how much this CyberTruck alone could double the current Tesla stock price. So do take a look at his video. I'm a subscriber to his video, and I like the way he analyzed Tesla stock, so probably do subscribe to his video too. Upcoming events, as mentioned in my every video, I can't wait for the Battery Investor Day. Will be probably next year, February 2020. And I'd like to conclude this weekly analysis video by saying that, you know, I'm still bullish in the long term. Short term, Tesla will see a sideways movement towards the up movement, so it's not going to be very up, very down. It's just generally going to move sideways to a little bit uptrend. With a market cap of currently 60 billion, I still think it's super undervalued. Again, still a market leader, I have seen zero competition coming close to them. And again, they're 3 to 4 years ahead of competition. Again, thank you so much for watching. Help me smash the like button. I would highly appreciate it. And invest safely, invest long term. Take care.